Join me as I take on the challenge of facing my biggest fears, all while sharing how my faith in Jesus helps me overcome them. Fear is a powerful emotion that can grip our hearts and paralyze our minds. It's an emotion that can stop us dead in our tracks, preventing us from living the life we truly desire. Unfortunately, it's an emotion that many of us are all too familiar with. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of being rejected, fear of not being good enough, the list goes on and on. And often, these fears can be overwhelming, making us feel like we're stuck in a never-ending cycle of anxiety and uncertainty. We may try to push them away, distract ourselves, or even pretend they don't exist, but deep down, we know they're still there, lurking in the shadows, waiting to pounce. For many of us, fear can be a constant companion, a shadow that follows us everywhere we go. It can make us question our abilities, our worth, and even our purpose. It can make us feel like we're walking on shaky ground, never knowing when the next wave of fear will crash down on us. And if we're not careful, fear can take over, controlling our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. One of the most debilitating fears is the fear of uncertainty. It's the fear of not knowing what the future holds, of not knowing how things will turn out. It's the fear of being in a situation that feels completely out of control. And it's a fear that can be absolutely paralyzing. But here's the thing, I've learned that fear doesn't have to have the final say. I've learned that with faith in Jesus Christ, I can overcome even the most daunting fears. And today, I want to share with you how my faith has helped me to confront and overcome my fears, and how it can do the same for you. One of the most powerful scriptures that has helped me in my journey of overcoming fear is Psalm 23:4, which says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me." This verse has been a constant reminder to me that no matter what I'm facing, God is always with me, guiding me, comforting me, and protecting me. I remember a time when I was facing a particularly difficult situation, and fear was threatening to take over. I was feeling anxious, uncertain, and completely overwhelmed. But as I turned to God, praying and seeking His guidance, I began to feel a sense of peace that passed all understanding. It was as if God was saying to me, "I've got this. You don't have to be afraid." And in that moment, my fears began to fade away, replaced by a sense of confidence and trust in God's sovereignty. Another scripture that has been a source of comfort to me is Isaiah 41:10, which says, "Do not fear, for I am with you, do not be frightened, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This verse has reminded me that I am not alone, that God is always with me, strengthening me, helping me, and upholding me. I want to share with you another personal story that illustrates the power of faith in overcoming fear. I once knew someone who was struggling with debilitating anxiety. She was afraid of going out in public, afraid of speaking in front of others, and afraid of being rejected. But as she turned to God, seeking His comfort and guidance, she began to find freedom from her fears. She started attending church, where she found a supportive community and a sense of belonging. And as she deepened her faith, she began to overcome her fears, slowly but surely. There was a pivotal moment in my life when I truly understood the strength that faith in Jesus provides in overcoming fear. It was a moment when I realized that God is not just a distant figure, but a personal, loving Father who cares deeply for me. It was a moment when I realized that He is always with me, guiding me, comforting me, and protecting me. And in that moment, my fears began to fade away, replaced by a sense of confidence and trust in God's sovereignty. As we navigate the ups and downs of life, it's easy to get caught up in our fears and doubts. But today, I want to remind you that you don't have to be controlled by fear. You can overcome it, just as I have, through faith in Jesus Christ. He is our rock, our refuge, and our strength in times of fear and uncertainty. Thanks for joining me on this journey of facing my fears and sharing how my faith in Jesus has helped me overcome them. If you've struggled with fear or uncertainty, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Share your story, share your struggles, and share how your faith has helped you overcome them. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe for more uplifting content that will help you grow in your faith and overcome your fears.